Please rise as Jean Bedell leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Would you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And while we're still standing, would we recite together the four-way test of the things we think, say, and do?
Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Folks can sit down unless you are a visiting Rotarian or unless you are a Rotarian with a guest. Tally? Are you a guest of a Rotarian? You are the Rotarian. Do you want to wait and do this later? Okay, bye-bye. You're a visiting Rotarian.
I am.
Are you going to introduce yourself or not?
You want me to?
I know that you have no trouble speaking. Just your name and your...
Mary Ann Eckert, and a charter member of the Wednesday Flatirons Rotary Club.
My guest today is Nolan Roselle, a longtime friend and a big CU Buff supporter. Thank you.
And by the way, George Browning is the very proud grandparent of one of the kids that went to Washington for the spelling bee. My legs are too thick here. Here you go.
My guest today is Phyllis Hancock from the Boulder Valley Rotary Club, and a co-worker of mine and a dear friend. So welcome, Phyllis.
My name is Doug Montgomery. I'm the president-elect of the Rotary Club of Niawat, and the fifth item of the four-way test this week is Go Buffs!
I'm Scott Stockert. I'm also a member of the Niawat Rotary Club, and I'm here to listen to Coach Stockert.
All right.
And with your shirts that the two of you have on, can we guess who you're rooting for? Okay.
So as a response to our friend Scott Stockert, this is Scott Stocker. We just spell it differently.
Here you go.
Hi, my guest today is Anthony Hodis, and he is the Chief Executive of Green Upper Schools. He really isn't my guest, but Meryl and Tom were too embarrassed to introduce him.
Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of people here.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Bowen, and my guest today is Beth Bartell. She's actually done a few talks for local Rotary groups via her specialty in science, so feel free to ask her about it.
Welcome. Today our guest, 3 times visitor Noah Sachs, our son, visiting us from China, and last year he was past president in Rotaract in North Carolina. Welcome, Noah.
Hello, and please join me in welcoming Bruce Pelt, who's the president of Maji Safi, which means clean water in Swahili. And his organization works a lot in water, sanitation, and hygiene field, looking at environmental and social issues. So thank you, welcome.
Turn around, quick look at the camera. Today, this is my guest, this is one of my minions, Cooper, and we just came to hear Coach speak.
And I didn't check, did you come all the way from China just for today's program? Not quite, okay. And we have one more couple over here.
I think my attendance has been so poor, she thinks I'm the visiting Rotarian today, and I apologize for that. It's my privilege to introduce native Boulderite, Fairview grad, and CU student,
Ali Reuter, who is one of our scholarship winners. And I'm going to ask Ali to say just a little bit about herself and tell us about the program she's going to.
Hi everyone, I'm Allie. I want to thank the Rotary Club for making study abroad possible for me. I will be studying in Wollongong, Australia, leaving in 3 weeks from today actually, so I'm very excited. I am studying neuroscience on the pre-med track, and I'm hoping to expand my worldly knowledge in Australia.
Thank you, Allie.
Welcome. Anybody whom I have missed? Okay, I even got Marianne Eckert.
We good? Welcome, everyone, to the last meeting of the Rotary year. Welcome, Coach Tucker. Really looking forward to your talk today and a winning season. So go Buffs. So a couple of announcements before we get started. I've got the sad duty to inform you that Carol Lynch passed away a few days ago. She was a longtime member of this club since 1998. She was a university administrator, graduate dean, and vice chancellor at CU, member of the Council of Graduate Schools. Her husband, Robert, informed us a few days ago. She'd been on medical leave of absence for a long time. About 2 or 3 months ago, she had emailed me and said, hey, I need to focus on my cancer treatment, and unfortunately it wasn't successful. So no details yet on a memorial or anything like that. So since we're not going to have meetings for another couple of weeks, pay attention to the rib. As we get information, we'll put it right there in the rib. So Carol Lynch. On the good side, on cancer, Ed McDowell, past President Ed McDowell, he emailed me yesterday. He's been gone most of this year in the Mayo Clinic, and he is completely cancer-free as of a couple of days ago. So. Couple other announcements. On the back of your agenda is the Rocky Margolis family campus dedication. Rocky, would you wave your hand so everyone knows that you're right there? You are so generous, Rocky, and you have invited everyone here in the club to the Shabbat celebration tomorrow at 3:30. And so if you would like to go, can they talk to you, Rocky, or should they call? One of the two. Okay, you have to RSVP, so talk to Rocky, and he'll tell you what to do. I want to say congratulations to Rich Irvin. He is the Ron Porter Award of Merit for Boulder County. So the Boulder County Bar Association, yeah, big applause for that. It's the highest honor given to a member of the Boulder County Bar Association. Presented to the Boulder County lawyer in recognition of their substantial dedication to the legal process, an unsung hero whose contributions may have gone unnoticed, but who personifies the very best in the profession. Rich, would you wave so we know you're here? There he is. I could not help but notice, I went to the website, and in the last 21 years, 6 of the winners of that prestigious award have been Boulder Rotarians. So, yeah, congratulations. Let's see. On the back, oh no, there's on all the tables, there's a rotation day survey. So fill that out. And I think that's it. So what we have a member who has been with us for 6 months, and Darla is going to reintroduce our friend Frank Deck.
Thank you, Mike. Yes, it gives me great pleasure to reintroduce Frank to all of you today. Frank is transitioning from red to blue. He's actually been with us maybe 7, 8 months, but he's a busy guy. So we finally got him here on Mike's last meeting. So Frank Deck was raised in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and he has lots of stories about that, where he learned to ride horses, work cattle, and the land. At 15 years old, he stopped doing barrel racing and started playing polo. By 17 years old, he was a 2-goal player and recruited by multiple schools, ultimately choosing CU Boulder. At 6, Frank started karate. He is now a 5th degree black belt in 3 martial arts, earning the titles Shion and Sensei. Sensei. And studying over 30 styles of martial arts, including Dakodo. Dakodo consists of Zen precepts. One being never stray from the way, Mishi. From this, Frank started MishiConsultant.com, a group of consultants applying Zen to business and life coaching. He also started BoulderKempo.com, a martial arts dojo. Yay. Frank graduated from CU with 3 degrees: fine arts photography, art history, and business management entrepreneurship. He has been around the world as a photojournalist, documenting poverty in Uganda and the Georgia soft coup. You can find, that's the country of Georgia. You can find his art at at frankdeck.com. Frank is a serial entrepreneur having experience in many different fields, including real estate, firearms, art, restaurants, Native American smoke shop, casino, manufacturing, race cars, and aviation. He enjoys living in his mountain home with his hydrogeologist wife, Katrina Jewell, and Roman war dogs.
Pero de Presa Canario.
Yeah. Frank envisions a future in politics where he can affect positive change. Since joining Rotary, Frank has enthusiastically participated in many of our 100th anniversary projects, from planting trees to dressing up for our 100th anniversary. So please join me in re-welcoming Frank to our club.
Frank and I have a shared interest in the martial arts, so we've had a lot of conversations, and he is one interesting guy, so you've got to sit down with him. So we have an award to give out. So Tali, would you mind coming up here? And Alan and Al from the Smoky Hill Rotary Club, or Rotary Club of Smoky Hill. One of the two. Okay, either one. And Tali and I go back a number of years. She is a past district governor from a few years ago, but she's also she's now the president for Smoky Hill. So she was president 20 years ago, president this year as well. And so thank you for being here, Tali.
Thank you. We're here today to present to the club the Youth Services Award for your program, specifically the Spelling Bee program. This is an award that our club has given for many years, and Al is the chair of the committee. I'd like him to say a few words about the award.
I don't have to tell Rotarians how important service above self is to each of us. And as part of local service, we think youth service is one of the highest to lift up. We've been doing this award for over 15 years. You can imagine with the District 5450, we've got some incredible competition. You should feel very proud that your club was recognized this year. Congratulations.
Mike, it's my pleasure to give you a check for $500 for your program. And thank you for serving the children so well.
Thank you very much. All right. So this is a Youth Service Award. So anyone who participated in the Spelling Bee in the last few years, please stand up and be recognized. And in the same vein, I'd also like another one of our programs in youth service is Crayons to Calculators, which is coming up in just a week or two. And so I really want to thank Larry Johnson and George Browning for doing that. Would you guys mind standing up and being recognized for your leadership there? Between the Spelling Bee and Crayons to Calculators, the impact that we're having in the community is huge. So thank you very much for all of that. So I have... you'll see in the agenda, it says Uber Gratitude. And so I would like to first introduce our new club administrator. Vanessa, would you mind standing up? This is Vanessa Mead. She's our club administrator supporting the president. She's originally from Portsmouth, England, here for the past 25 years. Recently an IT procurement specialist, an IT project coordinator at Centura Health, a caterer, various administrative jobs at all levels. But most importantly, she's right here to help us. So thank you, Vanessa, for joining the team. The next one is a member who I really look up to, and I want to call him up. Michael Weatherwax, would you mind coming up here, sir? What's interesting is as everyone was getting their food, he and I were having a wonderful conversation and a mutual appreciation there, and you had no idea that I was going to mutually...
Embarrass me.
That's funny you should say that. Michael's been a member since 1988, secretary-treasurer of the club from 99 to 2009. When he resigned and moved over to president, 2010, 2011. He is the highest donor, major donor level 4 at the Rotary Foundation, Bequest Society. He's a Club 1919 founding member. And this is where it becomes difficult because he's won every award that we have. Lifetime Achievement, Rotarian of the Year, Service Above Self. What do we do? Okay, that's what I was thinking. This past year, he is the Boulder Rotary Club Foundation treasurer and bookkeeper. Normally we have an outside bookkeeper. Michael is handling that, worth tens of thousands of dollars of his time as a CPA that he donates to make sure that our foundation's books are to the penny. Countless words of advice that Michael has given me this past year, and an absolutely huge, generous contributor with his match to the Rotary Foundation this past year. I couldn't really see giving you a unicorn or anything like that, okay? I was gonna give you my red shoes, but you already have them, okay? So if you were at the gala, you know that he won the shoes.
My wife wears them.
She wears them. We found out that they were supposed to be examples only, and then she kept them. So therefore, I basically made up an award for you, and I didn't run it by the board, so don't tell them. Star of Boulder Rotary. Thank you for being a star. Okay, the last person before we get into today's program is I really want to acknowledge Wendy Buick. Wendy, where are you? Where are you? Come on down. This is like The Price is Right. You get a unicorn horn, though. No, I'm just joking. You don't. Sorry. You have worked tirelessly for the club. Cheerful presence at every meeting. Behind the scenes, she ran the club. Front desk, meeting management. She was at all of our fundraisers, galas, always helping out. And now you're going full-time at Dignity Hospice, which allows your heart and your service for others really make a difference in other lives. I've got a little gift for you. You're welcome. That's right here for you. There you go. Thank you, Wendy, for the last 2 years. Okay, Michael Murphy, would you mind coming up here and introducing our guest? Oh, before you, actually, we have a raffle number to read out first. I can't believe I was almost going to forget on my last meeting. Oh my gosh, rookie mistake. Okay, get your number out, because I have a winning number right here. 225-2374. 2374. Who's richer? 2374. Okay, you buy a ticket and then you got to keep the ticket and then you got to compare numbers. 2374. Okay, I don't have we're going to get a backup number here. Well, who's got it? Merrill's got it. Great. We'll pay you out, buddy. Thank you, Coach Tucker, for making the last meeting of the Rotary year an incredible program. So thank you once again. Okay, we have some birthdays. George?
Well, we had planned to have quite a little medley of songs, but
something happened and we couldn't do it. So I'm going to sing a song I wrote. I sing songs I write because nobody else sings them. I've been smart, I've been dumb, but I am not the only one. I've been fast, I've been slow, but I am not the last to know that I can make a difference. I know what I can be, but my success on one thing rests. It all comes round to me. I've looked up, I've looked down. Rotary is the best I've found. It spread east and it spread west, and it has spread the four-way test. So I know it can make a difference. In Rotary we can trust, but its success on one thing rests. It all comes round to us. I've been young, I've been old. There are lots of stories left untold. I've been weak, I've been strong, but with Rotary we can't go wrong. So I know it can make a difference. I know what Rotary can do, but its success on one thing rests. It all comes round to you and you and you and me. I'd be a star if my name were Mel Tucker.
Okay, do we have any birthdays? Okay, well, great. Why do we call that table the birthday table? We call that the George Russell table. So, all right, we got an announcement video.
Thank you, Wendy Buick, for your service to Boulder Rotary. Woo!
Mike Brady's a rock star, and he really wrapped himself in our 100th year.
Thank you to Cassidy Murphy for her dedication and wonderful work over this past year.
Hello, Rotarians and guests, and thank you for being here today. What a great day it is in Boulder, Colorado.
Crayons to Calculators is still needing some volunteers on July 9th from 10 to noon. The location is changed to Community Montessori School on Gillespie and Boulder, so contact Larry Johnson or email him.
And congratulations to Rocky Margolis for the dedication of the Margolis Family Campus at Congregation Har Hashem. And you can be there Saturday, June 29th, that's tomorrow, from 3:30 to 6 p.m., but please RSVP.
Rotary Comes Home was this past Saturday. Thank you to Bill Anderson, Rich and Ruth Irvin, Kitty DeKeefer, Jer and Bruce Mock, and Krista Marks for hosting.
Looks like it was a great time. Don't forget the book club is July 8th. If you haven't started reading yet, consult Evelyn Wood.
The Club 1919 has been very successful, but everybody hasn't participated yet. This is your last chance, so don't make John Kotke do this dance again. Who wants a taco? You get a taco, I get a taco. We all get a taco.
It's going to be Taco Tuesday, July 9th at 4:30 p.m. at the recently remodeled Rio Grande restaurant on the corner of Walnut and 11th. It's a Rotary happy hour. You should be there. Look, Susan Connolly's already there.
Mankind, that word should have new meaning for all of us today.
Because of Rotary.
We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We will be united in our common interest. Perhaps it's fate that today is the 4th of July.
Well, next Thursday is.
Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
Next Thursday and all next weekend.
Our next meeting is July 12th for induction of officers and our new president.
Don't miss it. Be careful next weekend with your incendiary devices and enjoy your barbecue. Everybody, say it with us now. Have a great weekend.
Okay, John Sullivan, would you mind coming on up here? You didn't think you were going to get off that easy, did you?
I did.
Yeah, okay, great. You thought wrong, mister. Okay. So next week, July 12th, is our installation. This is where he gets the mantle, he gets the Rengu, which is our Maasai War Club, okay? We're also going to have awards next July, so come. It's going to be a lot of fun. But he really starts July 1st, in just a couple of days. And so we have this storage unit over at Life Storage. And there's all kinds of boxes of history and things of that nature. And so the real transfer of power is when you get your own key to that Life Storage, okay? But the problem is, I'm always losing the key. So I thought to myself, somebody must have a solution to this. So here you go, John. There's the key. There you go. Club's all yours, buddy. There you go.
Thank you.
So I have to say that today people have been really nice. They've said some nice things towards me, etc. Could you do me a favor? Every time you say something, a compliment to me or anything like that, please say an equal, if not twice as much, towards my wife, Cassidy Murphy, who I could not have done. You definitely got a 2-for-1 special this past year, and I could not have done it without the love and support and all the behind-the-scenes work that she did. So thank you, Cassidy. So before I ring this, there's just one more thing. I would just want to leave you with this image over the July 4th weekend, which is, don't let that happen to you. Meeting adjourned.